Hello friends. Well, I am Sunil Ranjan and I'm an English teacher. Now in this session I have taken up Dawn at Puri by Jayant Mahapatra. So first I'm going to tell you about Jayant Mahapatra. Jayant Mahapatra is an Indian English poet. He was born in 1928. He is the first Indian poet to win a Sahitya Academy Award for English poetry. He is the author of poems such as Indian Summer and Hunger, which are regarded as classics in modern Indian English literature. He was awarded a Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian honor in India, in 2009. He returned the award in 2015 to protest against rising intolerance in India. Well, Jayant Mahapatra is regarded as a keen observer of the social and religious realities. Through his poem Dawn at Puri, he unveils before us a very sad picture of the realities surrounding the great Jagannath temple in the holy city of Puri in Orissa. There is a tone of underlying criticism of Indian society. The poet consists of a host of images, each of which reveals the rotten social and religious realities prevailing in India. Dawn at Puri is an imagist poem taken from his collection, A Reign of Rites. The poem is set in Puri, which is the holy city of Lord Jagannath in Orissa. The rites and rituals in this poem concern priests and temples, widows, cremations, and the fate of Indian women. Jayant Mahapatra is disappointed by the hollowness of traditional practices and customs. Here in this poem, Mahapatra depicts the holy city of Puri, which is known as one of the most revered pilgrimage cities of the Hindus. Now, beginning the poem. So first I'll read out the poem, a few lines, and then I will offer an explanation. So first I take up the first three lines. Endless crow noises, a skull in the holy sands, tilts its empty country towards hunger. Now the explanation. The poem begins with the poet's observation of the landscape of the morning that is quite common in and around the holy temple. In the morning one can hear endless noise of the crows. The appearance of countless crows literally suggests the polluted state of the surroundings of the holy temple. There is a skull lying on the sands. It gives a picture of ill-fed, hungry people living in the midst of extreme poverty. It shows that there are a lot of underprivileged people whose condition is pathetic and miserable because of poverty and hunger. Now, coming to the other lines. White-clad widowed women, past the centers of their lives, are waiting to enter the great temple. Their austere eyes stare like those caught in a net, hanging by the dawn's shining strands of faith. Now, coming to the explanation of these lines. In these lines, the poet presents the pathetic state of middle-aged Hindu widows dressed in white, standing and waiting in order to enter the holy temple. Such women led an austere life and placed all their faith in religion. They look helpless and seem to have been caught in the web of religious rituals and orthodoxy in the name of faith that they will be offered salvation only by Lord Jagannath. Now, the coming lines. The fair early light catches ruined leprous shells leaning against one another, a mass of croused faces without names. Now the explanation. As the morning light falls upon the place, a number of people suffering from leprosy are seen outside the temple. These are the people caught by the deadly disease and discarded by the society. They are living a pathetic life with no social security or identity. Now, further I move on. And suddenly breaks out of my hide into the smoky blaze of a sullen solitary pyre that fills my aging mother, her last wish to be cremated here, twisting uncertainly like light on the shifting sands. Now, the explanation. All of a sudden, when the poet sees a dead body burning and smoke coming out of it, he is reminded of his aging mother's last wish to be cremated on the sands of Puri. Her wish points to the deep faith she has in religious rituals and practices in order to reach the state of salvation. The skull on the holy sands tilts its empty country towards hunger, suggests the hunger of the entire nation. The images are mostly negative and critical. Ruined leprous suggests decay and sickness. The image of the blazing funeral pyre is suggestive of death that keeps happening every moment, every day, everywhere. The images reflect anger and a sense of decadence. They capture the scene around the temple very realistically. Dawn at Puri, my dear friends, is a beautiful poem that gives full play to images that are vivid and at the same time hard-hitting. The pictorial quality that the poem presents is wonderful and remarkably striking. So here I come to the end of the poem with its explanation, and if you have subscribed to my channel, well, thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed and if you choose to subscribe, I'll be coming up with finer videos for you from time to time. And yes, that's my promise, and I take care to stick to my promise. Thank you.